This is a peony. Yeah, it's come from. It was. Where was it? Where was it in your mum's house, Deb? In a garden.
In the back garden, yeah.
In the back garden. Come from a cutting. And Deb's mum, Margaret, has passed now, but this was a cutting in the garden, and Paula sent it in the post, didn't she?
Yeah.
So Debbie did what she did with it, and last year it only did one flower, didn't it? And we were very lucky to have it to survive. But look, it's thriving. The peony is absolutely thriving in the garden. Yeah. From a cutting that was sent in the post, one flower year last year. She's growing bigger this year. Look, they're looking, and they're so bright in the garden. They're so, you know, yeah.
Big pom-poms, aren't they?
Like big pom-poms, yeah. It's great this time of year. All the colour comes back to the garden. So you'll remember the old jam jar collection, the coffee jar collection was a bit slim. But the secret is just keep doing it. Just keep every one you get. Clean it, put it in the stores, week after week, month after month. Whenever you get them, collect them. And lo and behold, the stores soon fills again. You'd be surprised because, you know, obviously you don't use them all the time. You don't get your supplies in all the time. But now we're ready for some supplies, aren't we? We're ready. We're not too bad. Here we are, the backup. No, they've gone. They're empty. There's a whole thing. There's a whole ready of jars to go in there. Let's have a look. They're the plastic ones. A bit of a special job. All the same, them. But they're the plastic ones. We've got them ready for a bit of a one-off project, maybe. What's in here? Wires in there. Oh, yeah. Hey! All right, Bobby. Yeah. We've got a few backups in there. Nothing in there. Ooh, empty again, look. We got some jars, so we were really quite low on jars, to be honest with you, because you always need plenty, so you've got plenty of a choice and a supply. But just keep doing it all the time. Every jar that comes available, give it a wash, take the label off, put it in the stores, and you'll be surprised how your stock soon builds up. But now we need something to put in them now, don't we? So we've sort of stopped the sorting out, haven't we? That worked well. That's up here. We know about next door. We know all about that. What's been on my mind? What's been on my mind recently is I've got so much YBS. YBS means yet. YTBS, what yet to be sorted. And I've got all this yet to be sorted. All these are all yet to be sorted jars. There's loads and loads of them, and you can imagine how many jars these are going to end up needing. And I was had a bit of a low supply of jars. So now I can maybe attack them. You can't really attack them unless you've got enough jars, but then you need shelf space. Or a particular, make a shelf just for the size that you want, you know. Like this was made just for those green lid ones. These are getting a bit mad. There's a bit behind. There's plenty of room behind. So I've got to sort of think about this, make a new plan. Think of a new plan now. What am I going to do with all the little ones? Because they're going to be a nightmare, aren't they? But there's so much treasure in those jars yet to be yet to see the light of day. So this is taking up space, these here. They're handy one on top of each other. But we know those green tubs work well here, don't we? Because we know that's full of them, and that's full of them, and we like that system, don't we? There's not too much weight, they're not too big a jar, and it keeps hold of stuff that goes in a little one. And we've done it here, look. This is great. It's not too much weight that kills the drawer, but you can see instantly where they are. So we like that idea. So we need to get rid of those out the way. Full of nails. I'm not really a nail person. But this lot could move down one, because we've got here just a whole load of locks of all sorts, of all types, really older type locks. So I'm sure they could compress into maybe a plastic tub or something, and then that would release one of these drawers so that we can put the green ones from over there here, and we've got empty drawers, and we can sort them out and put them on there. It's an ongoing battle. It's an ongoing thing. You have to keep messing and changing, and we haven't had any big supplies recently, so I expect any moment there'll be a phone call. Reggie. So, and I've got nowhere to put them. So a bit of a tidy up today here. Try and make a new plan. Be prepared for the next. Be prepared for the next lot of supplies to come in, because you never say no, do you? You just say, yes please, I'll have them. Yes please, I'll buy them. Hey Adam, do you remember we did this as a Scout Crafter challenge? Well, do you remember can you recognise the helmet? What's the helmet off? You'll recognise, because what's missing off the top, and we used a bolt, and we made a little face for him, didn't we? Let's take that off for a minute. We even gave him a little bowl patch, look. We welded a top on there to give him a roundy baldy head. So that's me, supposed to be. You recognise the helmet? Debbie isn't going mad. She's not watering the plastic green to make anything grow. It just freshens it up and disinfects it, does all that sort of good stuff. So keeps it in good condition and not so smelly. Adam, Ducky is on. He is here, but he tends to hide behind. He's even got the chain still. The chain is hanging on. Got that hat. Oh, yeah. So Ducky is there, but he tends to hide behind the flag. So when we're doing any films and whatever, keep an eye out for him, because that's his permanent home. Ducky there sits there, and King Duck over there. So Ducky sits here, so when you look at the films when we're out and about, it's only just come on there. So I think I put him on last week or the week before. He's there now, permanent. We've started her off now. The frog's supposed to be green, isn't he?
He's an alien frog.
Oh, he's an alien frog.
He's an alien. I don't think he's actually a frog. He was multicoloured. Now he's red.
Now he's red, okay. So the wrench is here, look. Oh, it's looking great. But whilst the paintbrush was out, oh no, it's a frog. The frog has become a red frog. It's all good, isn't it? It's all good. The hammerite's out, so anyway.
He's metal, that's why.
Yeah, we've got the hammerite metal paint out.
I think it was Mum's, you know.
Don't waste.
I don't remember buying it. I think I bought it back from Mum.
Whilst you're going to kill a brush, you might as well paint everything else that needs painting whilst that brush is out. But look, come that way a bit, get some sunshine on it, look around there. Look, it's going to be fantastic. Woohoo! Can't wait. Is that having another coat, is it? Possibly.
I might run a brush
over it after. Anyway, the painting department has been fired up. So we're going to glue. Do you know what Weekend Shedhead did? He made a phone. He found a phone holder that was magnetic, and then put the magnetic on here. So we're going to put this washer on here. So it can't be too thin of a washer because it won't stick above, will it? So just pick these up when you get them, when you see them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be measure it. You can measure it accurate if you want, but it's good for transferring a size over. So this outside there, look, that you can measure that there, open it to the size, and then it allows you to transfer the size over to here. We're going to glue this washer. We're going to cut this washer and glue it. So we can go there now. We can get the scriber. We can mark it. And so what was the inside of that has become the outside of this. You put it in there. There's such a useful bit of kit. You can even do the depth of it if you wanted to do the depth. Okay. I know the washer is a bit OTT. The washer is I think the washer is heavier than the damn stand. But we're going to cut that, stick it in there. We're going to bond it in there, and then we'll go to the car boot tomorrow or Monday, and we'll get a magnetic phone holder. And hopefully we'll do some more better filming. You know what this is, don't you? Look, let's get this box down. Hold on. Let's get this box down. You know the beds, you know, you've had spring beds, haven't you? The old steel spring bed things. It's always handy to keep a box of these on the go. They're so useful. You know, they hold the spring on the bed. That goes on the bed, and then a spring comes off the bed to the middle of it, doesn't it? Until like a wire fencing stuff. I'll tell you the reason I always keep these. Let me just sort it out now then, I'll show you. So now you've got it sort of roughly straight. All you have to do is get a little hammer and bash it and turn it and bash it and make it straighter. It's created just a straight bit of pretty stiff wire. And now we can, we need to make a hook, so let's make a hook with it. Simply made a hook with it. So we need something for that to hook onto. So it's just gone through the edge, look, and it's just, all it's going to do is hold that in place. Debbie will paint it. She's going to paint it black, and then when she's done, she'll just hang it on there like that, and it'll just stay for there. All because...
So I'm not painting these runners?
No, that's the only thing you're missing.
And these runners?
Yeah, and them. Just everything else. Just out of a bit of salvaged wire, and it's easy to bend with a pair of pliers. You can bend it with your hand. Just salvage it out of the old spring beds, you know. You know, if you've seen those spring beds, you know what the angle iron is useful. The headboards are always useful, but this wire that you get out of there is quite tough and quite bending. It's great for making all sorts of hooks or whatever you want to use it for. Really good stuff. Slow-mo. So transferring that size over with the calipers, that's a bit tight. That's okay. Slide that in. Look at that. That's a bit tight because it's not quite square. Look. Flip it over. That's going to go in there just nicely. That's going to be a fantastic. And thanks to the calipers helping me make a really good transfer of size. Put a bit of araldite or super glue or whatever on there. That's going to be fantastic. Now we need is a magnetic phone holder, and voila, the job is done. I see I needed a bigger washer for this edge there, but that's going to be in there. Perfect. Yeah, absolutely bob on, that is. Yeah, it's going to be, let's get ourselves go off to the car boot and try and find or get on the old internet and get a magnetic phone holder now. We unscrewed, there was a locking mechanism here, wasn't there, of some sort, and the little bolt was under there, so we simply disassembled it. That's given us a nice flat surface. This has got a nice flat surface on it, and it's just going to pop in there with a bit of super glue, and it's going to be just fine. If you can get hold of these, you know, trade strengths, the bigger size of super glue, it lasts a lot longer than them poxy little tubes. Them tubes are useless, aren't they? But if you can get hold of a bottle of this stuff, it's pretty good, and it lasts a long time, and it doesn't seize up the end of it, and that keeps it clear. Yeah, these last a long time when you can get your hands on them. Here we are. Clamp that down now. Make sure, yeah, turn it this way so any dribbles won't clog it up. Hey, that's going to be great. That's going to be just great. Yeah, okay, the washer was a bit OTT, but you've got to use what you've got, haven't you? Yeah, you've got to use what you've got. So hopefully there's some good films on its way. So what's this, Deb? Is this the greater spotted red frog? Yeah, yeah. We have got a visitor to the garden, and it is the greater spotted red frog. Because he's got spots everywhere. He's going to look lovely.